Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to another edition of the Brooklyn Baby Podcast with me, your host, Charlene Sapp. Happy Saturday. And you know what time it is. Not only is it time for my podcast, but by the time this episode should hit YouTube and Spotify, it should be football time, baby, because I'm pre-recording, which most of my episodes are pre-recorded. So if you see me wearing the same thing, the next episode is I'm doing 2 for 1. One shooting in my little at-home studio, but 2 episodes that are going to air a week after each other. So if you see me in the same regalia and the same clothing, that's because I was a little lazy, and I've done that before. Just the girl's a little lazy. Not lazy, but I'm just working smart, not hard. Just using the same time to film 2 separate episodes, no costume changes, no hat changes. Anyway, how are you all doing? I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas holiday. Mine was wonderful, so blessed, so peaceful, and just nice being around family. Family. All right, this is not going to be very lengthy. It is an episode titled Watch Your Back, The Haters. I just can't stop talking about the haters. It's just so amazing. Let me tell you what happened to me. 2 days in a row, this past week, I was running errands, and one day, one woman stopped me. She said, "Oh, you look so nice. Are you going to a holiday party later on?" She said, "Oh, but she was like," and then she thought about her own, how she presented. "Oh, I look a hot mess," about her own self. I said, "No, I'm not going to a holiday party," as I was going into the grocery store. Boom. The next day, I'm going to another grocery store, and another woman said, "Oh, you look so nice." And she looked at herself. She said, and I look like a mess. Oh, but I'm going to get dressed up later on for when I have my festivities. It's just amazing. I appreciate the compliments from the women, but that was 2 days in a row as someone's complimenting me. They're looking at themselves and they feel subpar because they chose to get out their house and not present their best, and they were embarrassed. It was like they were embarrassed. And I try to like be humble, which I am, and say, "Oh, just thank you, happy holidays," to both the women. But as soon as they complimented me, then they started taking inventory on themselves and how poorly they presented, and questioning and kind of like bashing themselves. It was really odd, because I'm going to tell you this: if I'm complimenting someone, I'm going to say, "You look very nice," and keep it moving. But I'm not going to look at someone who's looking wonderful and dim my shine and put myself down for whatever reason. Well, first of all, I don't even leave the house looking like shit. I don't. I'm Betty Sabb's child. I was always raised, you go into the corner store, the corner bodega in Brooklyn. We call it the corner store. Now they like to call them bodegas. If you're going, anytime you step outside your front door, look your best, because you just feel good. You look good when you smell good. You exude confidence. It radiates. It permeates. People stop you and say, "Ooh," because every time I used to go out, even just going down to my local corner store at the end of my block, I will always be vining. Hair, nails, makeup, because it just makes me feel good. And you never know, you're going to run into your neighbors or somebody. Sometimes people want to go in for a hug, and you don't want to be smelling. So like my mother and father always raised me, you wash your ass every time you leave the house. We didn't say it like that. Maybe they did. Wash yourself every time you leave your house. You might get into an accident, God forbid, or have a medical emergency, and you're going to be smelling and reeking because you didn't wash your ass. And you just never know who you're going to run into. And I run into, every time I go out somewhere, it seems like I'm running into someone, a former student, former colleague, former teacher. And people want to hug. I want to hug them too. And you just want to make sure you're smelling appropriately. And I know me, I'm the type of person, I need to take multiple showers. I'm not afraid to admit it, because I got to stay on top of things before things get on top of me. You got to know yourself. I'm not one of those people who can go, which I wouldn't want to anyway, go days or a day without a shower. No, I like to bathe at least 2 or 3 times a day. I just love to, when I wake up, I work out. After my workout, And after I come in from outside, I like to take another shower and put on relaxing lounging clothes. After I have been outside in the world, that's probably shower number three. And then I transition for bed. I might even take another shower after that. So, yeah. But my point is, I'm digressing. These women, I was like, wow. But my point is, the topic is haters. And you could tell when, unfortunately, a family member, a friend, a colleague, a coworker, a boss, it's just, if you have like, listen, I'm a black woman in America. We have an innate sensitivity. And if you've been in this world, especially as a black person who has lived a little bit or a lot, you know, you can sense racism. You can sense people's vibes. You can sense positivity, negativity, fakeness. And not everyone has the gift of intuition. However, um, I'll just speak for myself. I know I have a sensitivity with racism. I could feel it. I don't care how people are coming across trying to act friendly, helpful. I could just sense it, sniff it, boom. Okay. And I know there might be some people who might fool me or get, but after now 54 years of being on this earth, for the most part, I have a good sense of bullshit and when people are not being sincere, disingenuous. And basically, everyone just watch your back. Watch your back. I'm just not from the mindset of give people chances. Oh, that's family. Fuck family. If family's not acting right, cousins, whatever, whatever, their ass need to be cut off too. As my mother used to always say, you turn the other cheek, you get punched with the other fist. Sometimes people don't even deserve a second chance with you. End of story, point blank, period. Clock that T. You know, I'm just being honest. Some people do not deserve to have another opportunity, whether it's a friend, family member, situationship, relationship. Some people just don't deserve. When people show you who they are, believe them. When they say something and you're like, damn, did they really just say that to me? Believe them. I just, you know, I was never the forgiveness queen, but I feel like when I was younger, I gave, especially in relationships and romance situationships, I gave people, I was gonna say ninjas, people uh, more opportunities. And as I got older, I realized, you know what? No, mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. But back to the haters. Just keep your head on the swivel, people. This is a real cruel, cruel, evil world out here. And some people are posturing like they're your friends. Uh, they could be blood, non-blood, whatever. But some people are posturing like they're your friends, and they will cut your throat. Just be careful. Be careful. And the world has always had issues and evil, but I feel, of course, I feel goodness dominates the world. I believe. However, it just seems like there's a more of a proliferation. The negativity and the evil has metastasized like a bad cancer, and there's more of it. But I don't feel it's overtaken the world. Otherwise, if the world be in total chaos, worse than it is. But I don't know what's going on with people, but people are really weird lately. More so, in my opinion, and other people have seen the same thing. Really weird, just weird, weird. Sometimes weird if you have certain blessings and good things that come to you and your family. Um, Weird about just different things that they shouldn't be weird about, and just a weird. Some people negative energy, a jealous energy, a competitive energy that's unnecessary. Because I'm just happy for other people and what they achieve, what they, you know, pursue, what they obtain. I'm a cheerleader. Like, I'm the type of person, if I, even on social media, if I know of someone or I admire someone, I'll repost their events, their parties. It's not taking nothing away from me. I'll share. They're real. Um, I'll promote their events on my stories, sometimes on my page of Facebook or Instagram, but definitely on my stories. And I'll share it as a reel, reshare their or repost there as a reel. Uh, What is it to me to help someone's party or someone's event take off and make some more money? It takes nothing away from me. So yeah, I'm that person. There's some people I have not even physically met them, but I just watch their Facebook pages or Instagram pages and I admire them from afar. And hopefully I'll meet some of them one day. And I'll just put on my stories that they're having a party or an event and help them make some more money. Why not? But some people will never do that for me. Some people, I started two businesses this year, and very few people have even reposted or posted what I'm doing. Even though, I'm not looking for handouts, but that's just my spirit. I just feel like, why not post someone else's business? So why not post someone else's event? And not only do I do it for my son who has a car business and nightlife business and other businesses, but I do it for myself and for other people. Look out for other people. But I don't know what's going on. Then you have some people. I was just talking to a friend of mine, and she said a coworker is like that movie Single White Female. Like everything she does, this coworker in a jealous, malicious fashion wants to. She gets a Gucci bag. The coworker wants to get a Gucci bag. She gets Louis Vuitton bag. The coworker, she gets a nice outfit. The woman wants, oh, where'd you get that outfit? Help me buy the same thing that you have. But this person told me that her coworker sometimes tries to imitate and replicate what she wears, but because of this woman's body type being different than hers, the same outfit don't look the same or as good on her coworker as it does on my friend. And there are people like that. And I said, I bet you some of the time, most of the time, she doesn't even give you the compliment that she likes your stuff, but she's the first person telling you, oh, help me buy what you bought. Where did you get that? But not even going to open her mouth to say, oh, that's nice. Isn't that weird? That's weird. You see, you like something I have, instead of complimenting it, you're just going to go and copy. That's weird. Now, I'm not saying that people can't have the same taste, but with this particular friend, she told me this for years, for over a decade, she was working with this woman. They used to be like enemies and frenemies, but they've made up. But through the years, the woman just is very negative towards her, competitive, moody towards her. And that's all I want to say for today. Just take stock and inventory of people. You're nobody's doormat. Believe people when they show you who they are the first time. And sometimes people just don't deserve second chances. Sometimes people don't. Sometimes because they might do something even more detrimental to you, worse than what they did to piss you off the first time. And it could be very harmful, dangerous to you and your health, your mental, your physical. It could even kill you, or they can kill you. Just be careful. And that's all I want to say for now. Really something short, sweet, as we go into a new year next week. Just keep your head on a swivel, make good decisions, have good people in your camp. And some people we cannot carry with us into 2026. Some people got to stay in 2025 and close that door. So take stock as you go into this new year coming up next week. Take stock on who you should take with you and who needs to stay out of your life in the past in 2025. Well, that's all for now. Thank you so much. Next week, we're going to be talking about dating over 50. That's where I'm at right now. Hey, and I'm loving it. Mwah. Thank you so much for being here with me. By the time you see me next week, we will be into 2026. So if I don't see any of you before then, have a wonderful, blessed, and prosperous new year. Party. I know I'm partying. My son's having an event, and I'm taking the money at the door. I'm going to party with him. Woo yee. All right, y'all. Stay blessed, stay positive. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, spread the word, subscribe. Bye.